Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Sonic World. And this time we shall be playing as Bean, Storm and Emerl. But here's the thing, this is the special episode. This is the halfway point of the series. What I've decided to do is for episode 10 and episode 20 we should be doing 2 levels, as to keep this as an even 20 episodes of the main story. Well, not story, you know what I mean, main levels. So, first of all, to start us off, we have Honeycomb Highway, the second and only other Mach Speed level in this entire game. And it is incredibly easy in comparison to the hell, which was Worst Cave. So, this level, you know, it's pretty nice. I like this level. Actually, I love playing on this level. This level really shows that Mach Speed sections can be fun and interesting, you know, but here's the thing. Worst Cave suffers from a problem, and that's the fact that basically there's just objects that can kill you at literally every doorstep you go into. Here, at least it's nice and spaced out and stuff like that, so there's plenty of opportunities to move around and see different objects and try to catch different things. And I think that's a much better idea than having what we had before in Worst Cave, and it's called Worst Cave for a reason, but meh. This level is pretty short, which is why one of the main reasons why I decided to tag this along with another level. And the level after this will be Security Hall, a level from Sonic Adventure 2. But we'll get back to that later. But Honeycomb Highway is actually from another game as well. It's from Sonic Lost World. Sonic Lost World, it's a good game, I mean, for some. I don't mind the gameplay too much, but the reason I can't play it is because Sonic Lost World on my computer doesn't seem to want to function, properly. Because apparently some computers are just incompatible with, the game and how it, and you require a fix for it. But if you get the fix, the game basically breaks, so, yeah, impossible to play it. But hey, it looks pretty fun in some places. Oh yeah, I haven't even talked about the missions for this one, have I? So the missions for this level specifically will be, it's just Mach Speed plus Ring Collector, about 200 rings. Then there was Mach Speed plus, I think it was Ring Collector and Time Attack. Then it was Mach Speed plus Enemy Destroyer? I'm actually not too sure. I have to check up on the missions for this one. I guess we'll find out when we get back to the main screen earlier. But another note for the 2-level thing. I'm going to switch between teams, between the between the levels, because obviously I don't want to have to have the same team for 2 whole levels. Obviously I want to keep it going, mix and match and sort of thing. And also because while this team is more suited for this level, it's obvious that the next level will not suit as well for this. And also this may be one of the easiest Ring Collector missions I've ever done. I think I only had to start once on this one because I don't know what it is about these Ring Collector missions, but they are just so hard sometimes. Anyway, so that gives us another S rank, is it? D rank. Oh, D rank. Of course, it wasn't Time Attack, was it? We come out of 68 emblems. There is no more objectives to unlock. Okay, so here we go. It was, yeah, so it's Mach Speed. It's Mach Speed plus Ring Collector. Mach Speed plus Ring Collector plus Time Attack. Then it was Mach Speed plus Perfect Run. And Mach Speed plus Perfect Run plus Time Attack. So there's no enemy killing involved. At least that's lucky. Golden Pursuit in Worst Cave is one of the hardest missions in the game because of how many, how homing attacking on enemies or killing enemies can become such a problem. Yeah, I think we need to rework those missions for that one because I swear I don't think it's going to work very well. But yeah, this actually went pretty well. I mean, I was actually hoping to get enough rings first time around, but that didn't happen. But I got much more rings. I got a lot more rings this time around. The first, round for the first ring mission. And also, I could go super form with these characters, but of course, since we're doing ring mission, I avoid that. And it sucks I managed to get an A rank there because I was really hoping to get an S rank, but whatever. It doesn't really matter anymore. The emblems are basically useless. I mean, I'm probably just going to aim for 100 emblems or whatever, because I don't know how many emblems you can get in total. I'd have to recount that. That's 20, that's 10 emblems per level. It's 22, yeah, so 220. Oh, wait, minus the first, the mission 5 in test stage, which doesn't have, a completion setting, so 218 emblems is technically the highest amount of emblems you can actually gather from, this mission, from this game. 218 emblems. Now, if we can get 200 emblems, I'll be pretty happy. 218 emblems may be a difficult stretch to go for. That means there'll be about, what, 9 missions that wouldn't have S ranks? That's gonna be very hard, especially out of like, well, I mean, what is it, 110 missions in total? Yeah, that would be difficult. Well, 109 if you're not counting the free roam. Anyway, so yeah, these characters don't exactly have super forms, so there's not exactly much to show off. When I mean, you may say that Emerald has, has Gemerl. I think that's how you pronounce it, Gemerl. I don't know. Never played Sonic Battle Advance or whatever, whichever game he comes from. Anyway, that ends this stage, but do not fret because we have another stage to go. Finishing off with an S rank, giving us a total of 73 emblems for this stage. So then we switch teams over when we go down to the next stage, which is Security Hole. And Security Hole from a Sonic Adventure 2 is the next Red Ring mission in this game. So this time I'm using Marine, Chaos, and Tails Doll. I think I've used a couple of these previously, but, you know, I don't think I've used Tails Doll yet. Or at least I can't remember using him. Maybe I did. It's been so long since we started the series now. It's been like, what, 10 weeks? Yeah, 10 weeks now at this point. So, that's like a good couple of months ago. Kind of hard to remember every single character I used in all those missions. I mean, I do know I only used Sonic in the first mission, but in the first video, but meh. Anyway, so yeah, this stage is from Sonic Adventure 2, and it's a pretty nice stage. In the actual game, you play as Rouge, but of course, I didn't play as Rouge in this one because, you know, I'm not going to play as just the basic characters every single time we play. Oh yeah, it took me quite a while to try and find the last ring here. I just couldn't remember. I couldn't see like where it was. Oh no, sorry, not the last ring. The second ring I was trying to find here. Don't know why this took me so long this time around. Normally I can clear this stage in maybe like a minute at the most, but like it went on for a much longer amount of time than it needed to. But you know, whatever. Can't help that happening. But you know, the missions this time around I believe are Red Ring mission. Then there was Red Ring with Time Attack. Then it was I know destroying all the enemies and Golden Pursuit is two of the missions. There is missions for that because I remember having to destroy all the enemies. Oh. There's actually not that many enemies in here. There's only like, I think like 16 enemies. It's kind of weird though, because you think like maybe all the sides and stuff will have different enemies, but then again, you know, it's best not to have just like enemies splattered everywhere just because you want to have it. And there's the last Red Ring. I'm going to complete this mission with an E rank because, just joyous. Because I don't think completing Red Ring missions with an S rank is even possible. Oh yeah, so basically we had, you know, Red Ring Time Attack, Destructor Time Attack, and then we had Golden Pursuit. Yeah, these 5 missions actually fit pretty well for this level, which is good because you know some of the missions I'd say don't fit too well. Like as I said, Worst Cave, Golden Pursuit, like that should have never been a thing. That is just oh no. Actually, has anyone even done that? I have to check. I mean, I'm pretty sure someone in the leaderboard for the speedrun is probably been like, yeah, well, I registered in a few seconds, like, whatever. As expected, S rank, of course. And we come back with 78, is that 78 or 76? I couldn't even read that. My eyes are becoming blurry for that second there. So yeah, now we have onto Destructor, and I said, oh yeah, only 20 enemies in the whole stage. And most of them are actually on the ground floor-ish. I mean, see, we've got 16 enemies and then 15 enemies, so like, that's a good like quarter of the enemies on the first floor, and then most of them are like stuffed up here, like on this top layer here. There's a few enemies up here, take care of them like that, and then the rest are basically around here and just kill a few more. But here's the thing, like, while this mission wasn't hard at all, right, and like going back at it, I'm like, you know, the enemies are pretty easy to find, right? I don't know why though, but the mission after this, the Time Attack one with Destructor, it took me a long time to beat it. Probably the hardest mission of this whole playthrough. Well, not the whole playthrough in a Sonic World, I mean like of this video. This took me a long time to try and beat. I don't know why it took so much time to beat, but it just did. But I think it's because like I kept missing like a certain one enemy on a certain place, and I couldn't remember where it was, and then eventually I think I just killed it because I was just like going through the motions. But, you know, whatever. In the end, I managed to beat it, and that's what's important, I guess. And I believe I came out with this with an S rank, because, you know, Time Attack, that usually happens. But it hasn't actually been happening too much recently. I've noticed that I've been looking for the things, and, you know, a lot of the missions, we haven't been getting S ranks for Time Attack, but we did this time, so that leaves us with a cool 79 emblems. And this time around, we got Golden Pursuit. There's only 3 enemies to be found, and that's great, because, you know, don't want to have to search for hundreds of enemies. There's only 20 in the whole stage. Couldn't possibly give you that many. and leaving us with just one golden enemy left. I knew it had to be down here somewhere hiding, and there it was, leaving us at S rank. And that was finishing us off for today. Thanks for joining me on this special, two-parter, or two-stager, I guess. And the next stage will be Pumpkin Castle. This stage is long and difficult.